Hello everyone. This is Aze'e and we travel Africa. Today we're going to talk about polar bears and Komodo dragons.
Aze'e, do you remember when we went to the Prague Zoo?
Yep.
You really do? You remember seeing the polar bear and the Komodo dragon? Okay, so we're going to start talking about the polar bear. Yeah.
The polar has white fur, but the real fur is brown, but the snow changes to white.
So it's white fur, it's got a long neck.
Yep.
And where does it live?
In the Arctic.
Lives in the Arctic, and it's the largest bear in the world, right? So that means it's larger than the grizzly bear. Mm-hmm. That's pretty big. And it lives in Alaska. Mm-hmm. Yeah. In the United States, it's found in Alaska. We've never been to Alaska, but...
You did.
No, I haven't. I'd love to go, though. So the polar bears swim pretty well, right? And
hunt seals.
They hunt seals, and they're pretty good swimmers. They can swim for long times, and they're pretty good at hunting. They don't catch all the time, but they can even get a beluga whale, right?
A beluga
whale. Yeah, they can kill them.
They can't get a killer whale.
I don't know. They might be able to get one. And they need a lot of ice, right? So that's why they're in the Arctic. And they're pretty big, so they have a lot of fat underneath their fur. Yeah. And what does that do when you have a lot of fur?
Warm.
Yeah, it keeps them warm. Keeps them warm, and it keeps the water, the cold from the water out. The polar bear is a carnivore, right? What does that mean?
It means it eats meat.
And like you said, it's a lot of seals, right? You remember we saw some seals at the zoo?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it was the zoo. It was at Golf World.
Oh, yeah.
Golf World.
You mean Golf World?
And the polar bears have a large mouth. And I read somewhere that they scream when they go to the bathroom, but I don't think that's true. No, I don't think so. And its teeth are sharp. Yeah. Even sharper than the grizzlies.
Yeah, the grizzlies are like this big. They're both like this big.
They're both pretty huge. So this is a picture of the polar bear family. And
there's only 3 polar bears?
Well, in this family, it looks like there's only 3 of them. And the mommy polar bear gives birth to 1 or up to 4 cubs every time it has a baby. Sometimes it's 1 baby. It can be 2, 3, or 4 babies at a time.
But not 5.
I didn't see about 5. And then the baby polar bears are really tiny. They weigh less than 2.5 pounds.
Maybe 2 pounds.
And then their mommy feeds them until they're about 2 years old. And then when they're about 4 or between 4 and 8 years old, they can have their own babies.
What?
I know.
Wait, maybe that one can be the mommy and that one can be daddy.
Yeah, when they grow up. Those 2 little ones, one could be a mommy and one could be a daddy. Definitely. The polar bears, they can live up to 30 years old. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then if you have them in the zoo, say, like the one we saw at Prague, they can live up to 35 years.
35?
Yeah, that's pretty good. 5 more years. Right. And there's no other animal that can hunt it down, right?
What?
Well, they can try, but the polar bear is pretty strong.
But it can't hunt down the killer whale.
So, who hunts down the polar bears?
The killer whale?
Probably the humans. I mean, a killer whale can try, but remember, a killer whale is always in the water, and the polar bear is on the ice. And it can go into the water when it's ready to hunt, and then it can come out and stay away from the killer whale that's in the water, right? And the poor polar bears, if they don't take care of their babies,
they'll die.
Yeah, they can die, because like the killer whale can eat the babies of the polar bear.
But they're on land.
Well, if the babies fall into the water, right? I guess.
Maybe the seals can save them.
That would be nice.
Thank you for watching Wild Wednesday. See you next time. I hope you like my video. Yes, you do. Subscribe.